Hello everyone, welcome to another month where we're going to work on our budget. So pretty much this is last month, we kind of worked through this. The only thing from here that I'm going to need is our paychecks. And I added something to here. In my research, I saw that for every $500 you should be putting about $100 aside for taxes. So that's, so for every $500, I'm going to just start setting aside $100 for taxes. And that will just make sure that I have enough. I've been calculating with my husband's paychecks to see how much taxes are being taken out of. And for this one here, it was a little over $40. So obviously this is an awful lot of, $100 estimate is a pretty high one, but again, just with my research, it was a best estimate, and I'm the sole owner of basically what I do. So as a employer and an employee, I'm wondering if there is going to be more expenses, and that actually would not surprise me. So I took these here and added them up. I have, let me see, I have some of this written in already, but I have my total income, and let's put out David's, who is my husband. Today I'm using a different color. I don't know if it's going to show up on the camera pretty well, but I'm using a purple, and I wrote everything out in blue. So 17. Okay, so let's add these two numbers up together. Okay. Okay, so I have some of these going on already. It was, we had a lot of the bills in the bill folder, so just started writing down all the bills. And again, we're using last month's paychecks to pay for this month's bills. And the phones are always the same. So let me see what we had last month, $83.14. I'm going to assume that will be, it's about 85 is what I typically kind of budget for. Okay, and then for this here, honestly, because this month is a little difficult, and I'm hoping that with last month I have a little extra, I'm just going to make sure that I put that aside. So now, again, going back to this, let's add these numbers together. Okay, now we're going to go down here, and for this it's always the same, and now I need to take our total and subtract this. So this is my total that I have left to spend, and then we just did 180 for gas, 701.40 for groceries. I'm going to go back to 600. I think just because I keep going over, I want to make sure that that's I'm still working on trying to keep it lower, but I'm just going to do that. And so we're going to take off 600. and that leaves us with 101.40. And then I need to make sure that we're putting money aside for that. So that leaves us with $21.40 left. So okay, I'm going to tell you right now, it's just going to stay in our checking account. All the leftover does, and then when something goes over, there's just a little cushion that we have. And that might be gas, that might be a decision we make during the month to go do something. And by do something, I don't necessarily mean like go out to eat but hey, well, for example, last month we had a little bit of a cushion, or leftover last month of $197.07. And what happened was we realized that different kids needed certain clothing, and we ended up going to the thrift stores. And after going to 2 or 3 thrift stores looking for the clothing we needed, plus we got a couple other items like some pans that we're going to repurpose. Anyway, just all kinds of things that it wasn't just like, oh, let's just spend money to spend money. It was, hey, we have a purpose for this. This is the kind of things we're looking for. But all of that to say, it was about another $100 by the time we got the clothes for everyone, the extra things that we were looking for, no books that I can tell you, but just simple things at the thrift stores, kind of looking out and prepping ahead. So again, this, I don't foresee any specific things that it would be for right now, but it is definitely something that we're going to just leave in the checking account for other times such as this. So it is the first week in March. I have a couple of things going on in my head. I had really wanted to do like a month-long meal prep thing where I could get as much freezer meals done as I could, have them in the freezer, and then just kind of see how that would affect our budget. But to be honest, the tooth extraction that I had only a few days ago proved to be a lot more intensive than I expected. I knew it was going to be pretty rough, but it was even rougher. The recovery, I should say, was even rougher than I expected. And so I'm just not fully on my game here. But because I do have all of those freezer meals that I have meal prepped, I have done videos on that. I have a lot of that planned already for, so here's today. I already have a lot of that planned for upcoming meals, and we're just gonna see what we can do to live another month as simply as possible. We have some challenges within our own home going on, and just kind of looking forward to basically a fresh start. You know, spring cleaning, where you're just going in and you're cleaning everything up and you're kind of like starting fresh. And I feel like I do this a lot, not only in our home, oh my goodness, not only in our home, but also in different aspects of our life. And so I'm really looking forward to kind of spring cleaning my budget a little bit, just kind of cleaning it up, getting it back on track, starting fresh, if you will. Because February was definitely more of a wash for me. So that's again, it's just simple. I just took all the bills that I knew we had. As you can see, I haven't put anything down for my sister when she sends us and we use it for certain things. To be honest, we had to cut a lot of our subscriptions, so we don't always have like our letter subscriptions coming anymore, just because we're trying to stretch things a little bit further. And for us right now, like piano lessons are a little bit more. So I haven't really, there's only like a couple of things to write down. and I have enough of a routine going that it's been easy to keep up. Well, that's going to be it for this video. It's pretty simple. I don't have any envelope stuffing or anything like that. Yeah, we'll see what this next month brings. I noticed that I was talking to my husband last night, and I asked him, if he's wanting to go back to not working a full day Wednesday instead of half day. And he's kind of torn right now with that, wanting to, provide and make sure that needs are met, and also just he definitely feels the stress of things that aren't getting done that need to be getting done. So we'll see what this next month brings. I've noticed my workload, outside work I should say, outside income workload has dropped significantly. So we'll see what happens. So thank you for watching. I hope it motivates you to get going on another month, and I will see you in the next video.